The Women's Foundation of Colorado is back with its Community Building Luncheon. Joining me now is Renee Ferrafino, the Vice President of Development for the Foundation. And Renee, tell us about the luncheon and who the guest speaker is and really just what people can expect.
Thank you so much for having me. So the Women's Foundation of Colorado's annual luncheon is back at the Colorado Convention Center. You can participate in person or watch virtually at wfco.org/2021 annual luncheon. We're going to also be live streaming the event. So if you want to view it at home or at the office with friends and colleagues, you can do that. Either way, it's going to be a dynamic and inspirational gathering that nobody should miss. The theme of our luncheon this year is the superpower of community. This has always been a community building event where you come to learn, you'll be inspired, you can really be a part of our impact. And our guest speaker this year is Robin Arzon. She is dynamic. She is of Cuban and Puerto Rican heritage. She's an executive and an instructor at Peloton. She's a trauma survivor, an ultramarathoner, a best-selling author, a person with type 1 diabetes, also a new mom. She's just so many things. And I think she exudes just fierce determination and really unmatched inspiration.
Wonderful.
Robin's going to be sharing her superpower story of resilience, reinvention, and triumph with all of us. And we couldn't be more excited. I have a Peloton, so every week I see her on the Peloton screen and I'm motivated and inspired to be the best I can be. And we hope everybody leaves there feeling the same way.
That was kind of my next question is, it sounds like she has a lot of powerful things to talk about. What do you hope people get out of that conversation with Robin?
Well, Robin hasn't really let anything limit her or define her. As I said, she's a trauma survivor. She'll talk about that. She's a person with type 1 diabetes. When her parents came to the United States, they didn't speak the language. And she has really seen them thrive. Her mother is a doctor, her father's a lawyer, so she has seen what believing in her own greatness can do, and she really does. She really has set herself in motion. Robin's never let anybody stop her, nor should we, as individuals here. So we really want the women, the girls, the non-binary people in the audience, the men sitting in those chairs at our luncheon to really walk away believing in their greatness. We do, we know the community does. And at our luncheon every year, we've always showcased great ideas, I believe, icons first, last ceiling breakers. This luncheon is really a celebration of women. It's a celebration of community. It's a space for community to come together and really celebrate all of our superpowers. We just hope everybody leaves feeling inspired, engaged, and really ready to get involved with the foundation and help us move our mission forward to really lift up the women and their families of Colorado.
Wonderful. It sounds like it's going to be a great experience. Tell us, too, people who are attending, what COVID precautions do they need to expect at the event?
Yeah, so we care about our community. We know everybody else does as well. Typically, our luncheon draws close to 3,000 people. This year, really out of an abundance of caution, we've cut that down in half. So we're going to have closer to 1,400, 1,500 people in the ballroom at the convention center. Again, there's an option to live stream the event, or you can watch a recording of the event for up to 10 days after the luncheon is over. Also, to ensure the safety of Robin, our guests, the attendees, volunteer staff, we're no longer going to be hosting our morning reception meet and greet with Robin. And then in the Mile High Ballroom, where the actual luncheon will take place, each table will be spaced further apart than ever before. Tables will be set for 6 individuals to 10 individuals. Masks will be required when people are not eating or drinking. And we're also going to be providing boxed lunches. So when people come in through the doors, they can grab their boxed lunch. They can decide to eat it at that time, or they can wait and save it for later. And last but not least, really, our strong preference is that if you're attending the luncheon, that you are vaccinated. if you are not, again, you can participate. You can still be a part of it. You can still watch Robin. You just need to live stream it or watch the recorded version. And that's going to be at wfco.org/2021.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Renee, for sharing all this information. It sounds like you guys have a very exciting event going on.
We do. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. And the Women's Foundation's annual luncheon is Thursday, October 21st in person at the Colorado Convention Center. Our own Karen Lee will be the MC for that event as well. So we've got tickets and information on cbsdenver.com.